a story about a little guy that lives in a blue world. And all day and all night, and everything he sees is just blue. Like him, inside and outside. Blue his house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette. And everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around. Cause he ain't got nobody to listen. I'm blue.
Can we just play that like the whole podcast? The thing about Iron Man 3 is that he's red and yellow and a little bit of silver in the Avengers. But yeah, Iron Man is what we're talking about today. Welcome to the Motion Picture Squad. I'm Mega Movie Man Mark, and we have all seen Iron Man 3. Timmy's not here, but we're gonna go in depth with a spoiler. Anyways, let's introduce Mr. Movie Monkey.
Well, start with everyone else, because I like to go last.
Oh, okay.
I'm Robby Warren from Rob's Reviews. I have a girlfriend, too.
Yeah, right.
Does she have nice leg warmers?
Where's Andrew?
You know what is awesome? You're actually listening to my request, playing it in the background.
Wait, I thought that's what we do. Where's Andrew?
It's not what we do.
Did he fall asleep?
No, he had to go get a contract.
Oh, Jesus, my microphone was turned off.
Oh, what a silly boy.
I'm Andrew. I hate movie too.
And I'm Mr. Movie Monkey, and I'm excited because we're going to talk about Iron Man today.
Iron Man 3, that is.
Exactly.
Let's talk about everything Iron Man, even the Avengers.
Wait, before we do this, let's let Robby talk about the newest movie, Mud.
Mud? But
20 seconds.
but Iron Man.
20 seconds.
Shut up. Hey, this movie is amazing. It has no flaws. It's a perfect movie in my eyes. It's my favorite movie of the year so far. 5 out of 5. Great movie. Go see it. It's amazing.
I won't see it.
Nice.
Is there anything mud related in Iron Man? I know there's something snow related. You know, with the
Christmas.
that scene. Yeah. That scene where he falls in the snow and he yells.
Well, that's the thing. Here's an official spoiler alert, right? We're talking spoilers.
I mean, it's yeah.
It's in the trailer, but yeah, we'll talk spoilers and all that cool stuff. Spoilers and spoilers.
So if you've not seen Iron Man 3, which you probably, I don't know why you wouldn't have, get out of here.
What are you if you haven't seen it yet?
Odd.
You're a nutball. Well, you're a nutball.
A nutball, okay.
A ball of
You're a
nuts.
nutball. No, you're a
Alright.
nutball. Who has no life. And
What are our thoughts on Iron Man 3, the newest film from Marvel?
I hated it. I thought it was awful. I'm just kidding. I really like this movie. That was disappointing. Oh, sorry. No.
I liked it the best out of all of us, surprisingly.
Oh, wow. Really?
You did?
Yeah.
Are you just saying that, or?
No. I'm saying that. I think I like the Avengers the least out of all of us. Maybe Andrew liked it a little less.
What was your rating?
It was 4.5, but everyone gave it 4.
Whoa, way too low. Way too low.
You're on par with me.
I'm not going to talk that much about my thoughts, because I really want to get into the future of Iron Man, what they're going to do in the Marvel Phase 2 and Marvel Phase 3 with Robert Downey Jr., without Robert Downey Jr.
Totally.
But I'll be talking, I'm not advertising my channel or anything, but I'll be talking about Mega Movie Man Mark. I'll be talking about it in my review.
This guy.
So you know,
Let's go around the technological room and everyone's quick thoughts about Iron Man 3 as a whole.
I liked it better than the Avengers. Boom, I said it.
What?
There. I liked this movie, but I don't love it.
That's
Sorry.
That's what I thought about the Avengers, except the second half. The second half was everything that everyone was talking about, and was the biggest epic thing you could have imagined.
I disliked Iron Man. Oh, I didn't dislike it. What I thought could have been better is that as the third film in the series, it didn't really feel like the third film in the series. It didn't really have much of a sense of closure, you know?
Is it fair to say that I'm like the biggest comic book person in this podcast?
Technological room.
Well, I think it is. But I'm not really too into Iron Man comics in general. But as this movie, I really, really, really liked it. I don't really quite love it. I might love it on the second viewing. I don't know. I thought what Andrew was saying about the third movie in the series. I thought with Phase 2, they're doing something more creative. They're getting like different directors to do different styles for these movies. And the way this movie played out, without going too much into detail, the things that happened and like the events that happened and the tone it took, I thought it was really creative and it was really different for a superhero movie. So I think people are still kind of adjusting to that. But me, I really liked it, and I thought it was a great time. I had a blast with this movie.
I have to say something. This is from a new director. Well, not new director, but different director in the series, Shane Black.
Yeah.
It does not feel like it's direct. It feels like it's directed by Jon Favreau, and that's a good thing because if the tone was like totally off the rails, different from the first two movies, then it would have felt kind of weird.
Well, I kind of disagree. I think this one was a little different than the first
I mean, but it
two.
wasn't like two different words. It was like, okay, this is not an Iron Man movie.
No AC/DC.
No AC/DC, no.
I agree on that, but it wasn't like so different that it just turned me off.
Well, I thought they focused more on like the dramatic aspect of it, and a different kind of sense of humor it had.
That's really arguable because they balanced a lot of things: drama, comedy, action. I thought the action was the best action in the series.
I agree.
Yeah, I guess I agree there.
The scene with the Malibu mansion blew me away. I was like, wow, this
Yeah, I know, that was amazing.
I think the last scene was the best. Actually,
I loved how he was jumping into his suit.
that was crazy.
That was amazing. I liked the when his house was getting destroyed in the it's in the trailer.
I like the one where they were at like that little place. It wasn't a little place. That big like shipping yard. The last one, I thought that came close to the final action scene in the Avengers as far as spectacle wise, because that was huge. It had like 35 of his suits all helping fight. It was awesome.
Yeah, at one point in that huge, however long it was, 30 to 45-minute fight. I guess I could say that, right? Was it 30 minutes?
I don't know. Like,
Avengers or Iron Man 3?
No, the Iron Man 3 big climactic battle. Was it more? Was it less?
Probably
it was less.
Anyways, I thought at one point it bored me for like a few seconds. Like when all the suits came, like, up until that point when Iron Man was doing the work by himself, and maybe with Rhodes, I thought that was really awesome. The suits came in and it was all right, but then once we get to the part where he fights Guy Pearce, I thought it was fantastic.
I'm gonna be honest, wasn't the big fan. Okay, spoilers here. I wasn't the biggest fan of Guy Pearce in this movie.
Iron Man 3 starts out with a flashback of 1999. You actually got to see Jensen in this part, the guy from the first movie who was in the cave with him. I don't know how many people caught that.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I asked my friend, I'm like, is that him? I noticed, but in Iron Man 1, did that guy say, we've met before or something?
Yeah, he did.
Did he say a line like that? Okay, there you go. So I like how they tie it up. It's a little bit forced. You don't need to
I disagree. I don't think so.
You don't need to go back in time to show that he was actually truthful when he said we've met.
I don't think that was the reason, though. They wanted to show...
Obviously, that wasn't the point. The point was to introduce...
Killian.
Yeah. Okay, I saw this one funny comment that said, Guy Pearce was killing it in his role.
Yeah.
I didn't like him in this movie. He sucked, I thought.
That was so hard. I thought he was good.
Someone's jealous of Guy Pearce's looks. Well, just continuing this story. Tony Stark's pretty depressed almost about all this stuff that happened in New York. He realized how small he is in the universe.
I don't know. I would be pretty happy if I saved the world.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Larry the Cable Guy, man, saving the world one at a time.
Yeah.
One world at a time?
Get her done.
Or one cable at a time. So, Iron Man, or Tony Stark, is kind of depressed, and then these things start happening, skipping a few parts, of course. Things start happening with the Mandarin, this crazy guy who sends messages via television about terrorist attacks, and he's threatening everyone, pretty much. So he gets affected in one of these attacks, and that gets Tony Stark on a personal level, so he threatens the Mandarin to come to his house to show him that he's really not a coward. And he does.
That was stupid.
He blows up his house.
which is what I would do. Someone gave me their address, right? Am I right?
So he threatens him. It was a bad idea. He blows up his house. Tony Stark ends up in Tennessee by turn of events, at least in Tennessee, and he kind of settles down there.
Part of the movie.
This is your favorite part of the movie?
No, it's just a good part. You know,
With the kid?
I like the kid. No, you know what I like? I like when he goes into the hardware store.
Oh, yeah, sure.
He's like, buying my supplies. I wish I could do that. Just go in and know exactly what I'm buying. I would probably end up with a piece of cardboard, a light bulb, and that would be my Iron Man suit.
And then he's pretty much on his quest to go after the Mandarin when he just finds out the truth about the Mandarin, which is
that he's a paid actor.
Just like Andrew, because his real name is Will.
We'll talk about this, y'all.
Hey, y'all. Talk about the twist, y'all.
Robbie's crying.
The twist, I was not all that big on, because at that point, I thought Mandarin was so menacing and just flat out, like, repulsive and evil, that when I found out that he was an actor, I'm like, okay, this is kind of funny, but that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of you have the same situation. After Iron Man 3 premiered in Australia and all the other countries that got it first, it was kind of hard to avoid the spoilers.
I actually was spoiled it before I saw it.
I was spoiled it by this kid in my class. He was like, oh, well, I read the whole thing on Wikipedia. I got really mad. I was wearing my Iron Man snapback, and I was wearing my Avengers shirt that day.
Like, Robbie's laughs his brother.
Yeah, well, no, my snap back, not my slap back.
My slap, well, I know. I was just saying that just in general. And my dog's barking.
I was super excited for Iron Man 3, so going in knowing how it would end, it was kind of upsetting.
Well, first of all, I have to say I kind of agree with you on the Mandarin. The one scene that really made me really invested in his character was when he sent the message to the president on the plane, and he shoots a guy in the head.
That was not the scene that happened. Where I'm like, oh wow, this guy is mean.
That was my
I thought it was just like when they were showing clips of like him shooting random people lined up. That was like, holy crap, this guy's not someone to mess with.
I disagree, because it was just, you didn't really see what he was doing. You just saw him in the video. It didn't tell anything about his character, really, so.
That's fair.
So did he actually kill the guy?
Probably not. No, he didn't. No.
Because it's PG-13, so you don't see the blood, so it
No,
could...
he didn't kill him. I don't remember. I don't think he did.
He might have. But anyway, the twist...
That's really method acting right there.
Yeah.
Killing the guy, you know?
Killing the guy.
That's a different person.
Anyway, the twist, I wasn't a huge fan at first, and I'm still not really.
Me too.
I'm still not really. I accepted it for the sake of the movie and the story it was telling. I was able to get over it in the movie, but I still kind of wish they went the other way. Maybe just made Mandarin kind of like the figurehead. He didn't have to be like a crazy, like kooky Russell Brand actor guy. He could have been just a normal.
Russell Brand.
I thought me and Eric agreed, but I guess we don't.
Well, here's what I wish. I kind of wish he was like a smaller terrorist who just like did like these little bombings and stuff, but then Killian like brought him into the big time, and Killian could still have been like the guy orchestrating the whole thing, but he was just like still the figurehead, but just still like a menacing guy. That's what I wish they did.
That would have been cool if they could have kept the whole climactic battle with Killian, and then maybe before that, Iron Man has a little battle with Mandarin. I don't know if that would have satisfied people, because people weren't satisfied with Venom in Spider-Man 3, and they still had the battle.
That was an awfully written villain.
So I think, you know what? I think if
Why are you laughing?
Are you being tickled?
So goddamn random.
Sorry. Oh God, I'm sorry. And if they gave Mandarin that little battle before the Killian thing and before what actually happened in the movie with all the Iron Man suits, I still think people would have been disappointed, because Mandarin's the biggest Iron Man villain, and he didn't get that much.
I totally understand.
I think what they did, like if it was one or the other, obviously it's not. They can do whatever they want. If it was one or the other, I think people would have been more satisfied with what actually happened, because those are two completely different things, and you got the people that are there for a good time and, like, you know, they laugh and whatever. They don't really care that much. But the